Hey everybody, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Grace, and I will be doing the reading for you today. These are our astrology quickies. I pulled a single card for each sign. Pisces got two. It just so happened to work out that way. Okay. Using the Crystal Mandala Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I am going to be reading little bits from the book just as I'm guided. These energies, I held the intention when I pulled the cards that they were for Sun, Moon, and Rising, Venus, and Mars. Obviously, your Sun sign, your Rising sign, your Mars are your more masculine attributes, more of what you do, right? More of what you're likely to take action on. Your Divine Feminine attributes, your Venus and your Moon, are the subconscious and unconscious levels of, deeper emotion and intuition that are driving you. Okay. Your north and south nodes, if you look at those, you can track those as well, because the north node is destiny, or what the universe is encouraging you towards on your highest good path. Your karma is the south node. That's what's being left behind and healed. Okay. And the energy that you can use to heal that karma. All right, so moving forward, starting with Aries, we got Daring Rebirth. Card number 41. And if you guys saw my cards in Divine Timing today, you'll know all the synchronistic numbers, the cards I posted on Facebook and Instagram. 4, 1, 7, and 9 are huge synchronistic numbers right now, especially for twins. Well, twin flames. All right, so Aries, if you have strong Aries in your chart, we have Daring Rebirth. It's Goddess Ishtar or Easter and Astrophyllite. Okay, so let me just read a bit for you so that you can take it how it resonates with yourself, because I love this card. I absolutely love this card. Really powerful energy in the mandala. It's awesome. So it says, we bring you the empowerment of daring rebirth. The bold spirit in you claims the divine defiance of the phoenix. It refuses defeat at every turn. No matter who or what in your life may seek to overpower your spirit, your peace, your loving heart, and your wild optimism, you shall triumph in a divine and daring rebirth. Do not limit yourself with expectations, for they may very well be exceeded. Whether from another or your own mind, there is so much possible for you, a radically different and new you to become. Believe, and so it shall be. It takes daring to imagine a new life. Boldness of spirit and willingness are needed to allow yourself to embrace and live that different life. You can be in this world as you choose to be. You have the light and power of a living sun inside of you. Rebirth is a new life, a different you that is truthful, authentic, and more vibrant, radiant, vivid, and free. It is possible for you to have all of this. It requires transformation and ego death. Yeah. Letting go of the old identity that's no longer serving you and your happiness, Aries. If you have strong Aries in your chart, or if you're cross-watching for an Aries, there might have been a fear of success at one point. There may have been self-devaluation, feeling abandoned, judged, fear of being ridiculed or shamed, or regretting the decision. And that is passing you now, because the grass is greener on the other side. That's the essential message of this. You're realizing that this transformation is needed, that who you are may have served you for a time in your healing process, It may have served you for a time as you interacted with others and their healing process, returning them to find their self-love. But who you were and who you identified with, the character that you created for yourself, is no longer in your highest good. It's not serving your highest good anymore. And so the universe, on some, deep level is really pushing you towards becoming better by your own standards, by your highest self. Okay. Aries. Taurus. We have the Inner Queen, card number 50. This is Goddess Persephone and Ruby. This is awesome. Considering my Taurus is my North Node, this is kind of cool. All right, so let me read to you Goddess Persephone and Ruby, card number 50. The Inner Queen. Okay. We bring you the empowerment of the Inner Queen. The Inner Queen exercises authority through divine feminine wisdom. Her empowerment is active within men and women that consciously seek to honor their feelings, instinct, and intuition, and choose to live their lives according to a moral code of compassion. When the Inner Queen stirs within, judgment is replaced with empathy for your own suffering and that of others. You can understand that human beings who cannot resolve their suffering will unconsciously act out their pain in the world. They are unconsciously expressing their inner story with their outer actions, the story of their inner pain. The healing power of the Inner Queen brings inner pain to consciousness where it can finally be released and the souls freed. This can happen because of compassion. The Inner Queen, she does not approach life with a fearful or judging nature, so she can move freely through all realms, witness great pain and darkness, and still remain centered in her heart, shining a gentle light of intention for the liberation from suffering for all beings. She reminds us of our innate divine dignity and the healing power of our compassion. Her presence empowers you to care for the world without becoming distraught or fatigued. This is reaching a moment where you are not being drained by the negative energies that other people carry. You're not affected by their pain and their reactions anymore because you're at a higher level of love that involves compassion and understanding. You know that when people react to you, that it's not personal that they chose that reaction, that their experiences and what they've learned had a lot to do with that reaction. And so you're able to hold space. You're able to hold space. You stay grounded. You stay centered. You stay clear. This energy is very protective. And it's very nurturing. It's protective and it's nurturing. It's understanding. And that's the energy that Taurus is in this week. That's the energy that the universe is supporting you with on top of it. All right, it's supporting more of this. All right, Gemini. We got sensitivity. This is card number 21. Okay. Ascended Master, Lady Nada, and Rhodochrosite. I always listen to Gemini as like a general twin flame message too, because the sign is the twin. So if you don't have Gemini strong in your chart, then you can take this as like a twin flame message. But if you do have Gemini in your chart, this is the message. Okay. So it says, we bring you the blessing of sensitivity. Being sensitive in this world can be tough sometimes, yet your sensitivity is essential if you are to consciously feel and work with subtle energies. Receiving and sending telepathic transmissions, feeling and releasing energetic cords, tingling with exquisite blessings of divine love, sensing the whispers of divine grace, and seeing the luminous sparkling particles of life force dancing wildly and the beauty of shimmering auric fields in dazzling and colorful display. To be given the gift of sensitivity is to perceive the energetic worlds is like being invited to the most special and extraordinary exhibit of sacred art. You may have struggled with your sensitivity, found it difficult to bear during times of emotional suffering, yet you have a great gift, and it will bring you so much joy. If you are learning to develop your sensitivity, we will help you so you can too feel uplifted as you witness the energetic beauty of creation. The world of energy is very real. It affects all people, even those that cannot consciously perceive it. As you consciously perceive subtle energy, you more skillfully manage how you are affected by the energy of the world around you, the energy of spirit, and how you use and project your energy in the world. You know, this is about vibes. I'm picking up, this is about vibes. This is about a thinning veil. That the connections between us and the other aspects of the world that we don't typically acknowledge. This is becoming very, very sensitive to higher energy, picking up on it, sensing it, understanding it, feeling it. Gemini, do not be surprised if you feel the energy of other people and you don't know where it's coming from. Like maybe you feel sad and you don't know why, because it's not your energy. It's not your energy. Take a little help from Taurus. Okay? Take a little help from Taurus because you're going to be picking up on a lot of things. I think you're going to be getting telepathic messages, especially if you are connected with a twin flame, that you guys are going to be feeling each other's energy very strongly. So be supportive, you know, allow your energy, because this isn't just about others, this is about yours too. You know, other people are going to be picking up on your energy very subtly, you know, so just keep that in mind because this is the big thing for Gemini this week. Okay. Now for Cancer, we got card number 44, Goddess, Bastet, and Cat's Eye. Okay. Card number 44. As soon as I saw this card too, because the card is Sacred Pleasure, I just so happened to be on Instagram and they were showing, it was one of those ads. It was like a little carnelian egg that women can put inside themselves to like enhance pleasure. And that was the first fucking thing that I thought of when I saw this, because this looks like that carnelian egg. I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, so there's obviously some really strong passion going on, because I know that's not the message in the deck, but it's definitely the message I got from the card. So if you have Cancer strong in your chart, expect some very passionate, very sensual and deep pleasuring connections, okay? Just side message there. Okay, so sacred pleasure, the actual definition, okay, of this card. We bring you the empowerment of sacred pleasure. It is said that the spirit had to be enticed into the body to give up its complete freedom and willingly take on an experience of limitation that could lead to divine growth. It needed the deal to be sweetened. So music was created, music that could only be felt and expressed through the body. And spirit jumped in like a flash and life was created. There is more life that can be created in you and your world. Although there are undoubtedly struggles as a natural part of opening up to more life, there is a divine sweetness too. That is the gift of sacred pleasure. This is the pleasure that gives you joy in your aliveness. It is innocent, sensual, and life-affirming. It is time for you to receive more of this. The oracle says it's time to put a little sugar in your bowl. Pleasure and pain are a part of the dance of life. You can enjoy pleasure without fearing you'll become addicted to it and no longer be able to bear your pain. In fact, knowing you have access to genuine natural pleasure, self-created, can be a way to manage pain more effectively. It might seem strange, but there can be an addiction to pain in people just as much as an addiction to pleasure. Perhaps even more so considering the state of most people's lives these days. Pain has its rightful place in life as a teacher, but pleasure does too. Pleasure does too. For many people, there is actually pain that arises when they first learn how to feel genuine pleasure. Confusion, shame, guilt, and fear can often enter the mind and cause tension in the body, making it difficult to let go and be in an experience of enjoyment. Pleasure is a form of release. It is about surrender and letting go into the joy of a moment. Enjoy the moment. Don't let yourself be confused. Don't deny yourself your joy with fear of pain that might follow if you lose it. Enjoy every moment, especially sexual moments. They are sacred. They are sacred. You know, pain is a part of life. Without the darkness, we don't fully appreciate the blessings of the light. And when we are lost in our own darkness, it is because the universe is trying to help you learn how to create light from nothing. The fact that it brought up music, the things that bring you pleasure, it's a huge deal. This is how you create light in darkness. Sacred pleasure. You are free to enjoy life, all of life. Don't worry about the pain being a part of the process. Take a note from Taurus. Take a note from Taurus. Okay? Leo. Card number 14. Angel Lahabiel and Black Tourmaline. I love this. I freaking love this card. I'm a purple nut. I'm a purple fanatic. But yeah. Purification. Look at that mandala. It's beautiful. Leo. All right. Purification. We bring you the gift of purification. This is your chance to let go of what you no longer wish to hold. It might be a toxic burden, both in your mind, body, or your emotions, that you wish to be freed from so that you can feel lighter, happier, and more energized in life to attend to the things that matter most to you. We are coming to you at a time when you have become overloaded with energies, thoughts, or even perhaps physical toxins or possessions that are inhibiting your capacity for joy and vibrancy. If there is any fear within at the prospect of releasing something from your life, be reassured. This cleansing is a loving grace that will help you feel happier. We are not here to take anything from you, but rather to free you from what you no longer wish to hold on to. The more you are willing to allow us to assist in this process, the better and clearer you will feel. Insights into your relationships, choices in your life, and issues that may have confused you in the past will become clear. You will become more aware of your inner truths and feel empowered at a soul level to live your life on your own terms. There is only benefit to gain here, and our blessing comes straight from the loving heart of the divine to assist you. When purification is offered, you need to release something that isn't serving you. It could be anything from a relationship to a faulty belief system, a physical toxin, or an emotional block preventing you from taking the next step in your life path and destiny. It may even be physical possessions that don't mean as much to you as they once did that could be given away to another instead. This creates space for you to receive what is meaningful. Whenever you release that which no longer serves you, you allow the universe room to bring you better. And this is the divine letting you know that it is helping you to release that which is quite possibly killing you inside. Physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. This is purification. If your Venus or your moon is in Leo, this is deep soul purging. This is clearing of the heart space, healing of the divine feminine attribute within yourself. This is what's healing. Your ability to love yourself is healing. If this is your sun, your rising, or your Mars, you are taking the actions in this moment to do that. To rid yourself of the things that are not serving your highest good path, that are not a part of your destiny. You're releasing them. This is huge. If you have Leo and Aries in your chart, that's huge. That's huge. Because you're totally transforming. Totally transforming. Sorry, I'm just looking at this because it's the 4-1 and the 1-4. We got card 41 and 14. So they're mirroring. You know, if this is something that's, if this reaches you and that's what comes out, like, you're on the right path, okay? You're on the right path with that. You're making good choices of self. All right? Moving forward. Virgo. Card number 48, Goddess Freya and Amber. This is the Untamed card. I love this. The Untamed. Oh, fuck yeah. Virgo. We bring you the empowerment of the untamed. To be untamed is to be true to oneself without condition. It is freedom, though it is not always easy. There are many belief systems, some of which are considered to be essential and beyond question to mainstream human society. which would mark an untamed spirit as a dangerous and suspicious creature, even though that untamed spirit serves unconditional self-love. Yet, to be untamed is the only way to discover who you are and live your divine destiny. Behind the clothing, the social masks, and the stories you tell yourself or that others tell you, there is a beautiful, wild, divine creation that wants out. Uncage your divinity and watch your wild beauty emerge as you and your world transform through raw grace. One of the most exciting, terrifying, liberating, and to those who live in fear, threatening thresholds you'll go through on the spiritual path is to unplug from mass conditioning. In the same way you might imagine a cult member having to deprogram their mind as they exit the cult and rejoin normal society, there will be a point on your spiritual path where you will realize that normal society is actually trapped in a cult-like mindset of its own. And the freedom-loving divine rebel in you will want out. You can have your freedom, but you'll need courage. You will go through loss as you detach from the program. Admittedly, it's loss of what would ultimately suffocate your soul. That might include people or places, things to which you have become attached. You may know it is the right thing to do to move on, yet you will grieve the loss. Grief is a part of the process. Understand there is better coming. You will eventually be strong enough to free yourself from the conditioning and belief systems that once hampered your heart and diminished your dreams. And in due course, the deprogramming will shift to reprogramming. And instead of just fighting against what has been drummed into your body and mind through fear, you will actually begin to feel free. You will start to embrace your new ideas, love your new reality, and test your new beliefs, and find that life is authentic and wild, and your connections with other souls who have gone through their own unplugging process and with whom you will share your great love and affair with life with. That was a really long sentence, guys, with like a million commas. I'm sorry if that one didn't make sense. The general gist of it is that it's okay to be authentic. It's okay to unplug from mainstream society, mainstream programming, mainstream beliefs. There's no progress there, just soul death. To free yourself from the program is to ascend to higher states of being, where you literally unlock and unleash the beauty of creation that you've been holding and had no idea how to use for years. This is tuning in. Quite literally, I'm hearing the word channel, and I'm seeing rivers flowing, like crazy rivers, like rapids, like huge rivers is literally what I'm seeing in my third eye. Like the universe, as soon as you unplug and you let yourself go into that divine flow, let me tell you, you're in for a beautiful surprise. A beautiful, beautiful surprise. You're going to surprise yourself. Living untamed, living beyond the program. Virgo, this is huge for you. Huge. I'm taking notice to the snowflakes on the card. I don't know if you can see them, but there's snowflakes there. And it's just reminding me how each snowflake is unique. How each snowflake is unique. And beautiful in that uniqueness. That's what it's all about. Being our own snowflake. being an individual and getting out of mainstream societal limits, mainstream societal beliefs. This is breaking through the ceiling. The Untamed, this is about breaking through the ceiling. All right. Libra. We have card number 15, Archangel Raphael and Malachite. Grace for the grand gesture. Grace for the grand gesture. I love this too. It has the double lotus. It's beautiful. This is all about, this is blooming. This is the heart chakra blooming, Libra. Card number 15, Grace for the grand gesture. Oh, did I really open up right to it and flip? Because I did. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We bring you the gift of grace for the grand gesture. Although there are times when even the smallest act, such as choosing to think a positive thought, is enough to transform your world, there also comes a time for the leap of faith, the grand gesture of unconditional trust that will free you from the past and empower the universe to gift you with a new future. The grand gesture is the big step, the willingness to say to the universe, I trust you, and I know it is time for life as I have known it to give way for a bigger, bolder experience, and I am willing to allow you to lead me into it. You then make an offering which confirms your declaration and empowers the universe to reward the faith you have demonstrated with your actions. The grand gesture cannot be forced. If it comes from a place of should or uncertainty, then you are not ready. It comes with a deeper knowing, a truth. The grand gesture must be unconditional. It must be something you offer, not for what you can get in return, although the rewards will be rich, but because you are willing to offer something of yourself in service to higher love. When it comes from this place, the grand gesture is a trigger for divine grace to express itself in your life in an entirely new way, surpassing all expectations and showering you with blessings. These can be very powerful and trigger an outflow of enormous compassion from the universe as they generate opportunities and connections and encourage you to continue building upon those first steps with greater strides. Once you take the leap, you won't be deterred. You have made the decision deep within, and you are absolutely willing without hesitation or doubt to say to the universe, this is my next move. You are, in the most loving way possible, throwing down the gauntlet to life and allowing the universe to respond. Because you understand divine law, or the universal laws, right? You know that what is being offered from a place of loving devotion is always a safe bet, no matter how wild the risk may seem to the mind. This is about taking a huge leap of faith on your heart, making a grand gesture, and releasing it, surrendering it to the universe. Like, this is what I'm doing in my self-love. Unconditionally, this is what I stand for. This is what I believe in. Taking that risk. Because when you take the risk from a place of unconditional trust and love of self, the universe responds. The universe responds. and it responds very quickly. The universe works in the realm of miracles. Some things require action. So take a leap of faith on what it is you're offering, want to offer. Feel and know in your heart that you should have offered maybe a while ago. But it's safe to do it now. If it wasn't the right time then, this card is letting you know it's the right time now. It's safe. And when you feel safe, you can make that gesture. And the universe will prove to you just how safe you are. Just how protected in love you are. Grace for the grand gesture. All right. Scorpio. Goddess Sekhmet and fire agate. Passion of the lion heart. For those of you who know, I've been seeing lion synchronicities all week. I got Scorpio and Venus. Fucking love synchronicities. The universe is always speaking to us. Passion of the lion heart. Card number 39. Okay. We bring you the empowerment of passion of the lion heart. Through passion, you will dedicate yourself with an intensity and discipline that may surprise you. Passion is love activated. It is energy that moves you from within and empowers you to act in the world in ways you would not otherwise dare to even consider. Passion gives you strength, plugs you into the eternal energy of sacred fire, and generates the ability to accomplish tasks you may have not believed possible. With great passion, there can be great pain. But the heart that loves wild and open is also the heart that can feel disappointment and doubt most keenly. The empowerment of Lionheart strengthens your heart to recover from any pain through the power of courage, commitment, and bold, loving devotion to what matters most to you. This is an energy that is being led by the heart. Passion is leading this. Meaningful, motivating desire to accomplish great things, having tremendous divine potential because you are less limited by the constraints of the mind. Where the mind may analyze and reflect and choose to opt out of a particular task, the lion heart will be moved by compassion and engage fully and completely with what needs to be done, no matter if it seems unlikely to succeed, because the universe works in the realm of miracles. The passion of the lion heart is kind of tying in with this whole untamed thing going on with Virgo. And take a note from Taurus. Take a note from Taurus's energies, helping you deal with the pain part. So, you know, your dreams can manifest into reality because the passion of your heart would have it so. It overrides the mind. It overrides fear. It overrides doubt. So if you're thinking about taking a leap of faith yourself, let your heart guide you. It will always guide you in the right direction. If you have your Venus or your moon in Scorpio, like I have my Venus in Scorpio, love fiercely. Trust your intuition fiercely, your deeper knowing fiercely. Follow it with a passion. Passion of the lion heart. All right, Sagittarius. Whoop, whoop. Sagittarius, we got Read the Energy, card number 34, Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite. Merlinite, if you don't know what Merlinite is as a crystal, Google it, because its attributes are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Incredible energy in Merlinite. Okay? Master Merlin is the magician. He is also known as Archangel Raziel. Let's see here. Okay. This card is affirmation. Okay. We bring you the blessing of reading the energy. We affirm that you have the ability to read energy accurately, and we encourage you to apply your gifts. You don't have to be in control of the inflow of divine information. When a message or insight comes to you naturally, this is best. Simply being open and receptive as you intend to read the energy of the person, place, or situation at hand is enough. Whether you have been reading energetically for years or are just beginning your journey and in interpreting energetic information, we are here to assist you in becoming confident and in trusting your perceptive abilities. This oracle comes to you with a message that your perceptive abilities are a key part of your life purpose and divine life's work. Developing, relying upon, or honoring what you sense energetically is helpful for your life journey, as it assists you in making your highest good choices and is helpful for others who can benefit from your ability to see what they may not have. When you share your perception from a place of unconditional love, non-judgment, and genuine compassion, your reflections can help others gain awareness and insight, which they can then use to empower themselves, overcoming fear and moving more wholly into love. This is to the benefit of all. This is about reading in between the lines with other people. This is about feeling vibrations. This is about things they're not always what they seem. You know, what people make things appear to be and what they actually are two different things. And so this is all about your ability to read energy and to trust the energy that you're picking up on as accurate. People can lie. They can wear masks. Circumstances could look really awesome on paper and then be a complete waste of time. Follow your energetic guidance. Follow your intuition. Follow your higher sensing. This is huge for you right now, Sag. You are feeling and picking up on vibrations correctly, so heed them. Trust yourself. Trust the energies you're picking up on. Okay. Capricorn. Card number 38, Goddess Lakshmi and Dendric Agate. Her golden grace. Okay. Capricorn. We bring you the empowerment of her golden grace. Open your mind to the reality of divine generosity without limit. Open your heart to feel worthy of love. The generous golden grace of the divine feminine has its own way of accomplishing its purpose to uplift, heal, and inspire the hearts of humanity. Where there is fear which prevents a soul from being open and allowing life to happen, the Divine Mother may respond by wrenching whatever is obstructing the flow of love out of the way. It is her fierce intervention that is needed to ensure freedom for the soul. Then this is what she expresses. Sometimes the harder path is what will truly free a soul from needing to repeat a karmic pattern. Don't let fear convince you that if you receive, another must go without. Open and trust to receive more from the divine without condition. Open your heart to abundance and love. Allow yourself to feel from your heart. This is about not having expectations in return. This is about being kind and generous, whether it's, financially or spiritually, emotionally, generous, without expectations. You do it because it feels good, and no other reason is necessary. The divine is allowing you the opportunity to heal that aspect, to let go of any debts, financial or karmic. Let go of the debts, and the divine will help you. For golden grace, the Divine Mother will help you. Okay? Capricorn. Aquarius. Ascended Master Saint Germain and Amethyst. Spiritual connection. Aquarius. Card number 27. This came out not that long ago. Saint Germain's been making a present with twin flames, just FYI. He's been popping up in my readings for at least the last week. Okay, so if you're on the twin flame journey, you can call into Saint Germain. He's working right now with Lady Portia with twin flames all over the place. Okay, spiritual connection. We bring you the blessing of spiritual connection. There are times on your life path when you will feel alone. If you are working on an issue or going through a challenging time and don't feel particularly supported or that others understand even though they may love you, then that sense of loneliness may increase for a time. Or perhaps you wonder if you are spiritually connected as you could be. Perhaps you have been asking for confirmation of your divine connection or for some sort of sign that what you think might be a divine guidance is genuine. This oracle comes with a message. You are capable of conscious spiritual connection. And that connection is growing in power every time you talk to the universe through prayer, with intention, or any act of devotion. You are also being asked to release any barriers around your heart and mind so that you can allow the unconditionally loving voice of spirit to be heard in your heart and soothe your mind. Walking a spiritual path is very important for your soul. It is what you are meant to do in this lifetime, and you have in fact done this many lifetimes previously. You've developed a strong spiritual connection during the passing of those lifetimes, with an ability to feel, know, and connect with spirit consciously, even living in the physical world. And then it talks about tapping into spirit through meditation and quieting the mind. Aquarius is very similar to Sagittarian energy in that it's of higher knowledge, higher awareness. Aquarius is a little more aloof, and Sagittarius is a little more fiery, but in essence, they are very similar. They're both connected to higher knowledge, higher vibrations. And so, if you've come into this life with strong Aquarius in your chart, or you're cusping something on Aquarius or whatever, I'll go over after I do Pisces what a cusp is and stuff, so how you can determine that looking at your birth chart. But this is all about being connected to the divine. You're not separate from the divine. You've always been connected to it. It's just a matter of fine-tuning your ability to do that now through meditation and being in nature, grounding, taking that time to clear your mind, you'll start to receive more insights. Follow them. They don't have to make sense. The divine wouldn't have given you that thought or that spark for no reason. And if you have an amethyst, keep your amethyst on you. This amethyst has been with me since I was like 8 years old. It's my first crystal ever. But it will help you elevate your awareness. Okay? Aquarius. Allow yourself to connect to your highest selves. Okay. And we have Pisces. We got rest and acceptance, card number 2 and card number 3. So Pisces, you are making progress. You have strong Pisces in your chart. When you see numbers like that, rest and acceptance, it's progress. So I feel like with the rest card, it's almost like you've been in a period of rest, divine rest, where you had to be disconnected from certain things in order to reflect, in order to be able to reflect and go back and heal certain things of the past. You know, this is a period that's passing now, right? I got the feeling that this is what was passing now, and you're coming more into a state of acceptance. Archangel Aniel and pink calcite. All right, so I'm going to read just card number 3, but I wanted to discuss that card number 2 because I thought that was important for Pisces to realize that, yes, you have been in a resting stage. Yes, it did seem like life was stuck and halted, but that's because reflection was needed. Reflection was needed. Understanding was needed. There was something that you needed to accept in that rest. It could be accepting your emotions. It could be accepting your intuition. It could be accepting what's not serving you, you know, but you've been in this divine rest state. And because both of these cards are pink, you know, it's heart chakra healing, it's relationship healing within the self and others. You know, there's things that, there's a lot of there's just heart chakra healing that needed to take place in order for harmony to start coming into existence. So let's read card number 3. Acceptance. Okay. We bring you the gift of acceptance. Rather than encouraging a situation to remain the same, the gift of acceptance empowers you to move through an experience, uncovering the opportunity for personal growth and spiritual development that may be at first hidden behind a challenging set of circumstances. Resistance prevents you from being able to see the truth and grow through the opportunities that life brings to you. Acceptance of your truth is necessary for you to be present rather than resistant. When you are present, you can see what is happening more realistically, and you become able to respond to it with awareness. Then you shall grow and obtain more power and wisdom through that process, while you also become capable of receiving the divine assistance that will come to help you through any difficulty. Even if a situation seems challenging, your acceptance is the key to transforming it. It brings relief to your heart. It empowers you to take the next step forward on your spiritual path that life is presenting to you. Through that step, new opportunities will arise. And when you trust that no matter what appears to be, it is safe to trust that life is supporting you to manifest your divine potential, acceptance of your divine destiny becomes easier and feels more natural and more joyful. It can seem like self-preservation to resist a situation that appears to be unpleasant or undesirable. It might be a relationship that cannot grow with you and must therefore end, lest you both end up hating each other or destroying any good feeling between you. Or it can be an opportunity that seems to be denied to you, yet you are sure it would be a perfect step for you in your divine life journey. No matter whether the situation in your life seems to be supporting you or whether the timing of life seems to coincide with the timing you think would be best for the unfoldment of your dreams, it is safe to accept what is happening now. Do not resist the changes. They are shifting for a reason. Sometimes acceptance of your truth seems foolish, but you must certainly fight for what your soul desires. This is acceptance of your divine path, accepting that you need to love yourself in order to achieve it. That it's there. And of course, there's fears surrounding the change. But when you accept the change, the rest will fall into place. Everything will work out perfectly and everybody will be okay. Especially you. Pisces, this is about accepting yourself, your whole self, your true self, all of it. You've been doing a lot of reflecting. What could be years? For what could be years? Because as soon as I got this card, I kind of saw the Four of Swords, and that was in the cards that I read yesterday in the Ascension Team group on Facebook when I went live in there. It reminded me of the Four Swords. You know, someone feeling dead inside and having to find their truth, find that clarity within themselves and accept it so that they can move forward and achieve that divine destiny manifest. To accept your divine destiny, to allow that dream to actually flood into your reality. And that's what this is about, Pisces. Okay, so for those of you who are looking at your birth charts and things like that and keeping up on this, and you want to look at cusp energy, cusp energy is anything that falls in the 28th, 29th, 0, 1, or 2nd degree of a sign. So it's within 2 degrees of the transit. So it's either going to be at the end of the sign, the 28th and 29th degree. It's going to be right dead on the cusp at the 0 degree, or it's going to be just into the beginning of a sign at the 1st or 2nd degree. Okay, those are cusp energies. If anybody wants to reach out to me for a personal reading or anything like that, you can find all of my services and rates at facebook.com/Divine Rebel Readings. That information is in the description. If anybody wants to sign up for my Zodiac groups, you can do that via facebook.com/Divine Rebel Readings as well. All right. I post consistently on my Facebook feed, so you can friend request me. You can follow me on Instagram. All that stuff is in the description. You guys, I wish you nothing but the best day. I hope that these insights help you out, that you know what energies the universe is, you know, putting forth for you in your highest good and their guidance of that. So until next time, love each other and love yourselves. And stay in your compassion. If you haven't watched Taurus, I think everybody should. I think everybody should. It's all good. Life is good and everything works out perfectly. You know what? I'm being told. Hold on. Oh, universe. What do you want from me? Wants me to pull an Archangel card. Hold on. I gotta actually move shit out of the way to get to that deck right now. These are my Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I'm just gonna pull one card for the whole collective. Okay. Did I not mention Archangel Raziel earlier? Bottom of the deck. Take back your power. Take back your life, your passions, everybody. Archangel Raziel, call him into you now. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. This is what this is all about, guys. This is what this is all about. And overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Guys, I literally put this up as a status on Facebook today, that the worst is behind you and the rest will follow. Stay positive. The past is over. The past is over. When you take leaps of faith, when you tune in to your higher self, and you're allowing yourself to push the past pain aside so that you can be reborn into something new. When you allow yourself to feel joy, when you let your heart lead the way, when you purify yourself from these program limits and untame yourself, you know, taking these leaps of faith and reading the energy for what it is. This as a whole is huge. Is huge. So, wow. That card just blew me away. I cannot believe I just read that. Because that's exactly what the status was. Right? You want to talk about reading the energy, Saggies? Hey, hey. Wow. Fucking unbelievable. All right, guys. Later.